If you don't have financial discipline, you will be making money, the money just goes, you have no idea where it is gone, you're looking for more, and eventually it's going to be very frustrating. Fantastic time to be together. I am Wahome Ngari. I'm a financial literacy coach. I run financial education programs that are structured, helping people to do the best they can with their money. I'm also an author in the financial education space. Discipline is key in life. What is it you can succeed in without discipline? The only thing you succeed in without discipline is failure. Financial discipline is very key, because if you don't have financial discipline, then you will actually be running the financial rat race. You will be making money, the money just goes, you have no idea where it is gone, you're looking for more, and eventually it's going to be very frustrating. Financial discipline allows you to get optimal returns from the resources at hand, your income and your assets. Financial discipline will make it possible for you to attain your financial goals. When you attain your financial goals, you'll be happy with yourself. You will attain financial fitness. When you're looking for money, you will have an idea where the money is going to come from. Honoring your financial commitments is important, and that is what financial discipline is all about. Setting out something, you say you're going to do it, and you get to do it. Why is it important? Financial discipline is the only route for financial fitness, that you will actually enjoy the resources you have. They will give you optimal value. The things you say you will do will happen, because when you focus, you get it done. Financial discipline is not something you are born with like many other disciplines in life. It is something that you learn. And so there are obviously many ways of learning financial discipline. One, understanding how to set financial goals and how to follow through your financial goals. Financial discipline requires that you actually have an accountability partner and an accountability system, so that what you say you're going to do, you have a system to achieve it, and you have somebody who is going to remind you what you set out to do so that you get it done. Financial discipline is about using a budget. Budget is not being mean. Budget is making sure that you are able to say, these are the resources I have, and this is what I'm going to do with it. And that's why financial discipline requires you capture your expenses on an ongoing basis. As you spend money, you're clear where your money is going. Financial discipline requires that you equip yourself, you better yourself, and this is where financial education fits in. If you want financial discipline, you will have to read books, you have to register for financial literacy programs, so that you can actually be able to achieve what you set out to achieve with the resources you have. You know, for you to be financially disciplined, then you must not have expenses you do not intend to incur. You do not have to have unnecessary expenses. So how do you make sure then that you are financial disciplined, you work within the resources, and you attain what you want to do? Number one, very key, to use a shopping list. Think through what you want to buy before you go to the shop, so that you actually focus on what you're doing. The other thing is not being a victim of impulse buying, just buying things because you have just seen them. Financial discipline requires that you do comparison shopping. Before you buy any major item, can you check out with the 2 or 3 providers so that you get the best deal out of that? And financial discipline requires that you put in mechanisms to actually evade pester power. If you have young children, they will push you into impulse buying. They will push you into doing things you hadn't set out for. Always remember peer influence. There are people who have an opinion on how you spend your money. If you're looking for their approval, if you're looking for them to give you way, they will push you in their direction and not in their direction. And I know we are human. There are some times when we want to fit in and we have the fear of missing out, and we spend money so that we can look like we are fitting in. All these things send us to unnecessary spending. One of the effective strategies you can adopt to be able to get best outcomes of the resources at hand is tracking your expenses, because that allows you optimal use of your resources. You can easily be able to say, this is what I want to do, and you can mirror and check, am I doing it? These are the expenses I have, and be sure what the expenses are. These are the savings I want, and be sure what the savings are. These are debts I have, and this is how I'm managing. So if you actually track your expenses, it becomes easier for you to take charge of your finances. If you don't take charge, somebody else will, to your detriment. There are very many tools that you can use to track your expenses. You can actually look for an app that you can use on your phone, and there are very many apps for that purpose. There are actually financial software that you can actually use for the purpose. You can go old school and just use a notebook. The things you expend on, you note down. Or you can use your diary. So the choice is wide. It is you to say what's most effective for me. As you're tracking your expenses, as you're recording expenses, use the tool that is convenient. If you ever have your phone all the day, look for an app, put it on your phone. If by the end of the day you look at your diary, then you can actually use the diary. But use the tool that is efficient for you, that will work for you. I love coffee. And you know there are many coffee houses in town. And it's very easy to call people. When you call somebody for a meeting, you meet at the coffee house, you're the one who pays the bill. And the business meeting. I had an incident where I kept repeating that. When I looked at the expenses at the end of the month, I realized that what I was paying for coffee was more than what I was paying for rent. And I said to myself, I need to go back to my office with my business meetings. I'll only go out for coffee to enjoy. And that became a more efficient use for money because I was able to identify my waste-inducing habits. Sometimes when you don't track your expenses, you don't notice your waste-inducing habits. I don't know what habit you have that gets you to be wasteful. Maybe you are the person who goes out with your friends and you're always grabbing the bill and settling it. And your friends actually know as long as you're around, you're going to deal with the bill. There are other waste-inducing habits. What waste-inducing habits do you have? Consider that and see what you can do about it. Building your personal financial discipline is a possibility. And one of the ways of building your personal financial discipline is exposing yourself to financial education. Tracking expenses is a key discipline that you need to have if you want the best value from your money. And we can help you. That's why I invite you to join the masterclass. You do this by taking a chance. I give you a free chance. Come for 2 free hours. We call it a come and see. Join other people, learn together. You only need to send a WhatsApp message or a text message to the number below. If you want to get a tool that will help you, take a copy of my book, Wallet Words, and you're going to see a lot of financial discipline strategies that you can actually apply on yourself. You just need to WhatsApp or text this number and you get a copy for yourself.